From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now a give right side. It's McKinney. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll run on first down. Gotw, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Play action. Now it's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, it's McKinney. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gain that time for the Chargers.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Roethlisberger. That ball's going to be caught by Clark. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Kenneth Murray. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
7-7, our score after one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Ward, and he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Rohrwasser now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On first down, McKinney breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 93 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run on first down. Gotw. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now they try the right side here. Down to the 25. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Cottrell. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Flush to his right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Wide open receiver complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Roethlisberger. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Tua, a final shot before half. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for L.A. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Ben to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a give, right side. It's McKinney. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 106 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Two are going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a throw here to his running back. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big game that time for the Chargers. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Fields, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. They'll try again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Roethlisberger going to throw it. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. And remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had an opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenneth Murray. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Second and 12. Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, the victory moves them to 7-1.